Okay. Now, the Emperor is a card that indicates power, that indicates stubbornness. It can be his way or the highway, usually, because he's got a certain system. He rules his own kingdom. He's not going to try and listen to anybody else unless he asks him for advice. And usually that's not, he don't need to ask for advice. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm good. I have my philosophy. I have my system. I got that going. And he's the one that holds down the fort. You know what I'm saying? So the things that I'm seeing with the Emperor here is that, like, this is perhaps somebody that is very masculine. It could be you guys, right? This is your card here, Aries. The Emperor is your card. Underneath that, you have the Three of Wands, like I said. So I think this is talking about connecting with your energy here, tapping into that power, tapping into that, that action-oriented energy, or taking action, period. Because the Emperor is opposite High Priestess, which means you're taking action. You're going to be doing something that requires you to take action on something. So, what action are we taking? Well, we're taking the Page of Cups, for instance, as the heart of the reading. I think there's a heart-to-heart conversation that needs to be had. Some of you guys, this is perhaps for you guys in a relationship. For those of you that are in relationships, so this could be with somebody you're not in a relationship with. But the Page of Cups talks about having a heart-to-heart conversation, communicating with your emotions involved, or communicating about your emotions, about how you feel. This could be even flirting here. But what's crossing that is the Knight of Wands. Now, this could be somebody that has an age difference. It's someone that's that's either Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But this could also indicate here that which is interesting, right? You connected with your emotions. Somebody could be very, maybe there's a little bit of seriousness to this that doesn't need to be had. Because I'm getting the sense that the Knight of Wands is very fun, obviously, right? That's the meaning of the card. Very fun, very chilled out, Sag energy, right? But he's also doing what he wants to do at all times. He doesn't ever do anything that is too serious or that requires him to kind of constantly do it without any sort of real reward from it. He gets something out of that. And I feel like the Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, is that there is a need to have a conversation, but not so serious. Perhaps this is something that needs to be a little bit more lax. But it's weird. I have a feeling that there's maybe some sort of cultivation of an emotion as well, cultivating of feelings building up regarding somebody that is a fire energy, or perhaps this is about, taking, going after what your heart wants, right? Just go ahead and taking the action, communicating it. Because the Knight of Wands would just do it if he was there, right? If he had felt something, he would have said it. But the fact of the matter is, the Knight of Wands is about action taking, similar to the Emperor, and the Page of Cups is not happening. In order for the Page of Cups to happen, there needs to be action taking place. Let your actions, let your emotions be the fuel to your action. And I think the situation is that there's nothing going on. Right? Now, in the past, this is Knight of Swords. Somebody may have came in really fast or charging towards something. Maybe someone was fighting against something. May have been some aggressive energies back and forth. I don't think there was anything aggressive here, but the Five of Pentacles is indicating to me that there's something lacking in the relationship. Now, the situation now leads on the Knight of Wands, which does talk about someone that's in and out of a situation, not very reliable. And I kind of get this feeling that this person only focuses on what they want to do, and that's it. Now, the Knight of Swords here in the past is very interesting. I don't know if that's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're dealing with. Someone that's, that fights for their truth, and it could be you, right? So you could have came in fighting for your truth, and you could have communicated, right? And the thing is, it could be that you're waiting on a message from somebody that hasn't made the action yet, or maybe someone else communicated that. This person could also indicate that they're very intimidating as well, because the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. This person could be very intimidating. But this Five of Pentacles it's the reason what is lacking in this relationship has to do with the King of Cups. This person is not communicating, or this person is not talking, or this person is not sharing their emotions here. This person is kind of holding their emotions in. Now, the King of Cups is good at not good at communication, but he's good at dealing with his own emotions. He doesn't need any help. He doesn't need anybody to hold his hand. He's got it under control. This could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer as well. But this is also lacking, something that's lacking here. Now, like I said, The Knight of Wands is all about action taking. It's very action oriented, doing something. And the Page of Cups is what's needed to be done, right? Communication regarding the heart. This person here, the King of Cups, he's not his strong suit isn't necessarily communication. He's good at convincing people to feel a certain way, though. He's very good at, expressing himself when he needs to, but ultimately he'll just handle his emotions on his own. He'll be very private. He's very intense as well. And I feel like the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles rather, with the King of Cups, indicates, that this person just kind of like is a little reserved, because they're not really giving much to the party right now. They're not giving much to the situation here, Aries. He or she, it doesn't have to be a male or female, just like the Knights don't have to be male or female. But this King of Cups here indicates to me that there's somebody that maybe wants more emotional connection, wants to connect in an emotional way. I kind of have a feeling that the King of Cups here, this person is not allowing themselves. I don't know. This King of Cups does allow himself to to feel off his emotions. He that's what he does every day. He experiences them. He lets them flow through him, and he releases them. He has no blockages. But the Five of Pentacles talks about the change, right? A change in especially value, right? It's change in value, change of worth, right? Creating something practical, or trying to change something, or change a certain perspective in what's practical. And I feel like there's something obviously that's lacking of this relationship. Perhaps this is romance. Somebody's not, being as romantic because they're closed off, not expressing how they feel. It could be that you may need to express how you feel to the other person. Right, you could be the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be the other person here. It could be that, but the thing is that there's a struggle between you and this person in this relationship. Perhaps there's something financially going on, but ultimately action is not being taken. Because the King of Cups is not an action-oriented energy. He's very passive out of all the kings. Even though the kings are seen to be action-oriented, and he is somewhat action-oriented, he's still very passive out of all of them. And the fact of the matter is that there's lack in action taken about connecting with each other through communication. But I do see that there's some sort of blunt truths that will come out. I think some things you'll gain more information, perhaps even about the other person, whether it's male or female, whoever this is. How they feel and whatever, but it starts by taking a step first, taking action in the direction in which obviously is required right now, because nothing's happening. I think there's a feeling of being rejected as well, and I don't think that I think it's just because this person is focusing on what they want to do and take, this person may be seeming unreliable or just as a player, but they may not be. This person's actually, the King of Cups is not a player in my eyes. The King of Cups is very romantic, down to earth, even though he's a water sign. And he's just very romantic and very emotional, When he loves someone, he loves them deeply. He doesn't it's not a shallow sort of thing like the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands can appear to be sometimes. It's not it's okay, you're entertaining for 5 minutes, let me move on. It's more of for the King of Cups, it's you feel something. And for some of you guys are maybe this is you guys have this big heart and you guys feel rejected from somebody that may not be looking to have a serious conversation about their emotions, or may not have this desire to go after, to talk about how they feel. But I think there needs to be a little bit more fun to this, because what's lacking here is this emotional connection, or this, something lacking regarding romance or the ideal lover. Right? Something ideally happening. And I think you just don't let this whole idea stuff keep you from exactly making a move, because the material aspect of it is bogus, right? You should, as far as love goes, you want to connect with this person about, you want to connect with this person regarding how you feel about them, not what they do. If that makes sense. Not if they come up to you or you come to them first. I feel like the thing is that there is this desire to kind of get this connection going. But at first it needs some, somebody needs to take the action. Someone needs to take the steering wheel. Now, in your goal aim ambition, you have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is family. It's happily ever after though too, and I feel like for a lot of you guys want to feel good. You want to feel happy. You want to share your happiness with someone. You want to share your life with somebody. You want to share emotions with people, and spend time together and experience the same thing and feel good together. And I feel like that can still be possible as long as there is initiation towards that effort, right? Because here's the Emperor. If you're stubborn about a certain way of things happening, then there's not going to be much done. All right? Because, I mean, I don't know why the Knight of Swords is in the past, which I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Why is the Knight of Swords in the past? Knight of Swords is what's throwing me, man. Now, for some of you guys, this could be like there's a heart-to-heart conversation about somebody and their trust issues, perhaps. Maybe someone isn't looking to commit or something like that. But the Knight of Swords could be like somebody came in and accused somebody of doing something which may not have happened, and then there's the truth with the Page of Swords. But let me see why this Knight of Swords is coming up in the past. The Two of Pentacles. Yep, like I was saying, somebody was accusing somebody of juggling two people. I think somebody was accusing somebody, or somebody was, because I can see the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords rather, is someone I would see is very accusatory. They can kind of go in thinking they have all the information when they really don't. Same with the Page of Swords. They think that they have all the information when they say what they say, or they say something that they don't really truly understand. It's a child with a sword, right? You can't trust them to know what to do with that sword. So I think the Knight of Swords could have made a quick decision, maybe a really impulsive decision regarding these two pentacles, and he may feel left out in the cold because this person here hasn't said anything. What is lacking right now in this situation? Why is why is the King of Cups in the external energy? Why is the King of Cups in the external energy? Why? Because of the Nine of Pentacles. This person is not it's not opening up, not necessarily, because the Knight of Cups shows that this person is in a gilded cage. But they're single, It's almost like, I think this person is single. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a card for singles. It could be that this person is also in a relationship where they feel like they're not getting the attention that they want. They may be in a very bored relationship here. Or maybe this is you guys. Maybe you guys are in a relationship and you guys are really bored in this connection, which is why you feel like there's something lacking here. The playfulness, the fun, the flirting, the charisma, right? I think you guys have something that you want. It may be something small, and it may not be something too bad, but it's too big. But you still want to have fun, which could be this, right? And it may not just be that action needs to be taken regarding talking to somebody. It could be that you guys, if you guys are in a relationship with someone already, or you guys want to, date someone, you may just be tired of not having fun. Maybe you just are bored with it, and you guys want to have fun, but you also want to have a connection with somebody that's very fun. Nothing that's boring, and then you have that serious conversation later, and you'll develop more information about this person. You'll understand who this person is the more you go through it. But until then, I still think there's action that needs to be taken here, right? Be the person that initiates the fun. Because here you have in your goal aim, in your outcome, you have the Five of Wands, which talks about conflicts and challenges. And usually the Five of Wands is a inner conflict. It doesn't necessarily mean this is conflict between you and another person. Now, at the same time, the Knight of Swords and the Two of Pentacles is very weird, because that can kind of give me the impression of there's competition. But I don't really want to put too much emphasis on that, because that may not be the case. I feel like there is this Five of Wands energy because there's some inner turmoil that needs to kind of be hashed out before making the move. Okay, let me see. Why is the Five of Wands in the outcome? Excuse me. Why is the Five of Wands in the outcome? Because of the Five of Cups. Ooh, inner turmoil because of some sort of loss that you've experienced in the past. So far you have 3 fives in this reading. So this is about major changes, and changes in regards to your, how you feel, your value system, and what you do. And I think that the situation is that there's conflict in regards to taking action because of some sort of loss that you had in the past, or something that you feel that, was missing, or some situation. Some of you guys may have some inner turmoil about a missed opportunity, but the relationship, the connection, the person is still there. That you can get to know, that you can still connect with. But it's about saying the situation and taking it, and taking action on that. Because there's nothing, you can't do anything with spilled milk other than mourn the loss. But I feel like, guys, this is talking about taking action here, the Emperor here. If there's something that's lacking in the connection here, whether this is romance, this is passion, or fun, all in general, you have everything that you need to kickstart that up. Now, I don't know if this person has rejected you, like I said, with the Five of Pentacles here, because that can indicate feeling left out in the cold. But I don't think so. I think this is just talking about that, there's something that's not exactly up to par. That's something that it could benefit, it could be better. But I think that that's why action definitely needs to be taken. Because I don't think anybody realizes it. But, I think the other person probably does because of that Nine of Pentacles there. But I think that's you guys feeling really bored. But you guys really want to connect with somebody emotionally. Let's see what we got. So you guys got 2 cards. You guys have share your thoughts. Okay, let's talk about communication right there. And love without condition. Now, obviously, share your thoughts is talking about things with the person that you want to talk about those things with, especially if they're associated in those slots. You know what I mean? Because dreams, the Page of Cups are dreams, are ideas. They're a small cultivation of desire, right? They're small. It's a small dream being created, and you can have whatever you want, but you have to go and take it first. You have to go and make it happen. So I feel like for you guys right now, this situation is definitely talking about, going into this and communicating, right? Being the person to communicate. Now, at the same time, though, love without condition does talk about loving this person or extending yourself without looking for anything in return. Just doing something from the heart and not looking to get something out of it. Because when you do that, you're going to constantly and always possibly be disappointed, like the Five of Cups. The inner turmoil is that you don't want to go into something and do something and not get something in return. Maybe, just kind of get rejected, like we were just talking about. But the point of this whole thing is not to get something out of the person. If this is not really about having fun and doing something and just being bored, this is wanting to just express your thoughts and express how you feel, do so. But don't do it expecting something from this person, Don't do that, because it's not, you're not going to be happy if they don't really respond in the way you want them to. You know what I mean? Love without condition means love this person or extend yourself to this person without having any expectations. Okay? So, let's go ahead and see what is going on here with the wisdom of the Oracle cards. Between worlds. So this is talking about ending one phase and beginning a new before the ending of that phase is completed. And I think there's a chapter that needs to be closed before you go ahead and, cross over that bridge. At the same time, I do feel like with the Between the Worlds card is also indicating to me is that there's some old stuff that's trying to come with you to the new world. And I think that it's time to leave this, whatever this is, behind, so that way you can have a new, which is why I think the thing we're looking at here with this 2 Between Worlds cards is the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. Turmoil is that there's some sort of loss or missed opportunities, some sort of pain that was, ensued in the past, perhaps in a past relationship. But you have a new relationship now. You have a new opportunity at something. You have something that you still can work with. That is not going to stay there forever, right? And as long as you continue to find solutions and, continue to work forward, the struggle, yes, there will be a struggle, but it will be a struggle to begin to have a balance and to get some return in for the work that you're putting in, right? But in Between Worlds, it's time to leave the old stuff behind, because I feel like with the Page of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it may have been that you rushed into something, you fought something through, or something happened where you feel regret. I feel like it's time to forgive yourself or forgive the other person or whatever happens with this Five of Swords energy where you're still mourning and feeling that pain, so you can be able to take that step and go ahead and, offer your cup to this person, or communicate the way you want to. Because this person, this King of Cups doesn't have to be a person. It could be you, right? With holding your emotions and keep staying in a comfort zone, and that's why everything seems like it's a struggle, because you're not opening up to your own emotions. You're closing them in, you're keeping them private, and you're just holding them in against this person. Not because you're mad at them or you want to do anything to do with them. Well, not because you're mad at them, period. I'm sure you want something to do with the person, but it's because you want to protect yourself, right? So it's in order for there to be new, you have to release the old, especially the old that's keeping space.